Sometimes you have to really not give a crap. But even if some people may perceive you in some sort of way, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't matter. You are literally the star of the show. Like, you are the main character of your story. Don't let a supporting character, don't let a background character get in the way of the plot. As you can see, we have made it to the baseball field. What is up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? We are recording off of the phone today. And to be honest, we are going to be recording off of the phone for a hot little minute, you know. Nothing's wrong with my camera, of course, you know, thank goodness. But yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to get a little bit busy. And the last video I posted was probably I think 10 days ago. So I'm starting to get a little bit busy. And I feel like it's much easier and more convenient for me because I'm always on the go to just record on my phone and just edit on my phone, compared to me having to do it on the camera. Then I got to take the footage off the SD card, put the SD card on my drive, put the drive on my computer, you know what I'm saying, open up my computer software. And you know, I need to upgrade my electronics. So sometimes recording and then editing on my laptop is just not the best alternative for me for the most convenient way. So you know, looks like sometimes, most of the times, when I'm editing or when I'm recording on my phone, I'm able to push out videos much more faster. Because, you know, like I said, listen, we in this. I'm in my bag this season, you know what I'm saying, this year, the rest of this year, and we're going to go hard next year. So, got me outside in the rain. Well, it's drizzling, so thank goodness it's not raining hard. Yes. What is this? Oh my gosh, I need a haircut. Y'all, I got this one gray hair. Got this one piece of gray hair right here. But I'm not gonna get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? That gives me wisdom. That means I have wisdom. So I'm gonna keep it there. Yeah, so usually I do, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm starting my little runner's journey. And I've been starting out with running 1 mile. I've been trying to go every other day, or at least twice or 3 times a week, just, you know, so I can stay consistent. But, you know, recently I've been having some knee pain, and so I'm just okay, I think it's maybe, I don't know, maybe I've been going just a little bit too hard, and maybe I just need to slow it down a bit. I don't know, I have a tendency when I'm passionate about something and I'm ready to execute, I just have a tendency of just going for it hardcore, you know what I'm saying? I just have a tendency of just going at it just 110%. Me, when I start stuff, I need to finish it. I hate doing incomplete tasks and having incomplete goals. So maybe I just need to slow down a bit and do a mixture of the running and a mixture of the walking and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. But I also felt a little bit bad because I don't know, it's I felt a little bit disappointed because I wanted to be consistent with doing the every other day. And I'm dang, I'm posting it, and you know, it's I also feel as though, you know, being that I am sharing something so personal, it's okay, I have to keep up with it, you know what I'm saying? People are watching me. But at the same time, I thought, you know, I just need to be a little bit more patient with myself. And at the end of the day, I need to be more realistic and not just worry too much about what other people are gonna think about me. I am human just like any other person, and I cannot just sit here and just limit myself or put myself through extra hurdles and extra challenges just because of how someone may perceive me, or just because how someone may perceive my social media and, you know, my content. Because at the end of the day, I post content for myself. I post content for my own satisfaction. The bugs are outside. Yeah, so the stuff that I put on my social media and the stuff that I put on my YouTube is for my own satisfaction. It's my own journey, and so I shouldn't feel boxed in, you know. And one thing about me is Jeez, I should have brought my tripod. My arm hurts. Whew. Yo, to twist out, eat it. Ah. But one thing about me is that I'm super real. You know what I'm saying? I'm super real with my content. And as a basic human, when you're starting something, you shouldn't have to set such high expectations, especially trying to prove yourself to other people. I'm not saying that I'm doing this to prove to somebody, but you shouldn't feel pressured to take a pause in your journey in anything that you're doing. You shouldn't feel pressured into doing what basic humans do, which is take breaks, which is, you know, we're not robots, you know, we're not experts when we start to do things. And so oftentimes a lot of people become defeated and they stop and they give up on what they're doing because they feel as though they have to meet some type of expectation or some type of perfection in order to be successful in what they're doing. You know, of course, that ties back into just being more patient with yourself. And when you have patience, you're able to, like I said, you know, stay in the present. And when you're in the present, you kind of diminish all those like negative thoughts that come into your mind, because when you sit there and have self-doubt and kind of worry about how others will perceive you, you're in a way letting anxiety take over your mind, because you're listening to thoughts that aren't really necessarily real. So it's like, but even if some people may perceive you in some sort of way, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't like sometimes you have to really not give a crap about what anyone would think about you, because at the end of the day, we're all humans and you're not going to satisfy everybody. Like, I feel like you may think you can be the world's most perfect person, and there's going to be at least one person that hates you. If you have 99 people in this world that love you, you're going to have at least one person that hates you. And that's just, you just can't help that. You literally cannot satisfy every single person. So why are you trying to be perfect? Why are you trying to live up to some expectation that does not even exist? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even if you think that you see someone who has perfection, that's AI. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's AI. Like, nah, even before AI, that's Photoshop. You know, it's not real. And it's not real. You know, the more you realize, the more you stop caring more and more about how others will perceive you, how others think of you, you will start to take more risks and start to see things in yourself that you never thought were there. So stuck on like, oh, what if I fail? Like that, and that's the thing, you know, that's what stops people from wanting to start something, right? They have self-doubt. Why do you have self-doubt? Because you're scared that someone is going to witness you fail at something. That's why. When you focus on yourself, nothing else matters. And so I've been learning to not be such an overthinker because of that, you know. And I've learned by, like I said, practicing meditation, clearing my head. When you learn to clear your head, you learn to get more control of your thoughts. And, you know, I always repeat the same affirmations to myself. I'm the master of my mind. Whenever my head starts to spiral, or I start to have anxiety, or I start to have these invading thoughts that I don't want to be there, I just always just close my eyes. I breathe. I focus on my breathing, something that I've been learning with just simple meditation. But I'd sit there, I'd focus on my breathing. It'll help me clear my mind. And then I'll tell myself I'm okay, I'm safe, I'm present. And then I'll start to just grab on things that are close to my surroundings. Like if I'm sitting in the chair, I'll probably like, you know, grab the chair arm and etc. Just so I can stay more in the present. And then I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to listen to all these negative thoughts. I'm not going to listen to the self-doubt. It's all in my head. I'm present. I'm in the moment. I will be successful and I will do everything that I can. And yeah, I will make sure I'm present with myself. I'm making sure that I am more patient with myself. And then when I come back to the present, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. No matter what can happen to me, I can decide on whether or not I'm gonna have a good or a bad day. No matter what happens, at the end of the day, I have full control of what can happen next. No matter what happened to me already, I can't control the past. I can't rearrange it. I can't alternate the past. But what I can do is I can use that information from the past, and I can use it for my present, and then I'm able to have better outcomes. I'm gonna dwell on the past. I'm not gonna dwell on what I can't change. I'm not gonna bring yesterday's issues into today's day. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna focus, and I'm going to accept the terms of how it is. Life is a roller coaster. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have good or bad days, but what you can do is decide on how you want to react and how you choose to move on from it. Because I am the master of my mind, and I have full control on how I decide to live my life, I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna get out of my head, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what, it's okay to take breaks. That is the most basic human thing to do. That is okay. I'm where I need to be, and I don't have to be perfect, but as long as I'm showing up for myself, that's all that matters. Just because I walked through the race doesn't mean that I didn't make it to the finish line. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be too hard on myself when it comes to me starting my running journey. I just started running. Before I started going so hard, I wasn't really that active. I had took a break from going to the gym, so it's like I have to take into that consideration. Well, I have to take that into consideration. So I'm gonna be slowing down a bit, and I'm gonna do a mixture of just walking and then also jogging. And listen, as long as I'm outside and I'm active and I'm moving, that's all that matters. I gotta give myself credit for that. When you stay in the present, you become more grateful for your smaller accomplishments. We're not robots. We can't just jump into achieving big accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get frustrated. That's how you get burnt out. That's how you get disappointed. Once you focus on those smaller goals, you'll think to yourself, I needed to achieve those smaller goals in order for me to get to my biggest goals. All right, if you guys like this video, and if anything in this video resonated with you, if you can relate to anything in this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and also heavy on the comment. I just want to engage with people and just kind of see, what are some of the techniques that you guys use, for meditation, for anxiety, for personal growth, anything. I'm trying to build a community, and so I do truly appreciate all the support and the love that I've been getting so far on my channel. Also, I was trying to get this video in so bad, to the point where I actually charged my mic this time on my shirt. I actually charged my mic this time, but I left the other piece that's supposed to go inside of my phone to connect to the mic. I left it on my desk. Bro, I left it on my desk at home. I realized, I did all of that. I made sure it was charged like 30 minutes before I left. And then I walked all the way to the park. And then I realized I can't even use it. So it's so damn loud outside. I'm so overstimulated right now. I'm trying to close my video out, but I'm so overstimulated. But you know what I'm saying, stay true to yourself. Forget what people think. Get out of your head. You know what I'm saying? Practice mindfulness, meditation. You know what I'm saying? And patience. Gotta be patient with yourself. 110%. You know what I'm saying? You are literally the star of this show. You are the main character of your story. Don't let a supporting character, don't let a background character get in the way of the plot. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Peace.